welcome from the northern beaches of Manly. Here kicking off your round 2 action of season 9 in the SRL. And what a game it's going to be, a sold out Four Pines Park for today's game. And we've got 2 class oppositions doing battle here. It'll be the Manly Warringah Seagulls here at home, coming off the bye in their first game of the season. And what a test it's going to be for them against the Auckland Warriors. My name is Sonny Tyre. Thank you for joining us here tonight. In the box with me is my good mate Tyrone Clay and Tyrone. We've got 2 quality oppositions doing battle here tonight. What are you looking forward to seeing from both the Seagulls and the Warriors?
I'm really looking forward to how Manly gel. Obviously, it's their first game of the season coming off the bye. They have a couple new faces. Obviously, Ruben Mods as the new captain with KCK stepping back. But another thing, as we're talking about KCK, I reckon the battle of the fullbacks tonight. I think Bunce and KCK, they've been around the game for a very long time, and I think it's going to be another very good matchup.
Yeah, Bunce and KCK, the amount of times that these two have done battle with each other, and it is always a spectacle to see. Ruben Mobbs leading his Manly side for the first time as captain in the SRL season proper, as KCK through the right edge. He gets around one, won't get past Bunce. And Manly coming off the bye. And turnover there. A great pressure play there from Jai McCartney, I think it was, Tyrone. Oh no, it's 6 again for Manly and the visitors. They thought they had something there, but the referee's giving it back to Manly. So on the pressure, or on the ropes early on here, Tyrone. Oh!
Yeah, the referee may have caught a blind eye, but wow!
Logan Strange just picks that one off, and Manly, they just threw it too early. They had a full set of 6 up their sleeve, and they got a bit risky with it. So the Wires now just shy of the 20. And the Warriors coming off a surprise loss to the Raiders last week. They were ranked favourites, and they ended up losing that game in a tight one, 26-20. So the Wires looking to bounce back. And this is the way you want to start the game if you're the Warriors. Chance Bunce gets him 5 short of the line. They go short to Joe Turner Jr. He'll try and crash over. And he's put the ball down. I think that's going to be a try there, Tyrone. They're going to send it up to the bunker. But it looks like Joe Turner Jr. got the first points, or has gotten the first points of the game.
Yeah, that was just great play from the Warriors. Manly not offering too much, and then not offering a lot on defence either. And you'd have to say that's a pretty soft try to concede if you're Manly.
Yeah, that one was just, soft. One of those soft tries, those ones really frustrate you, but it's a good start for the Warriors. As Ryan Kowal, coming off the back of a Six Nations tournament where he played very well. He had a great season last season as well. Once he was traded from the Panthers to the Wires, he slotted in there alongside Jai McCartney. But it's the Wires with a 6-0 lead over the Seagulls. And that is the way you want to start if you're the visitors. And some interesting notes to point out for the team list of both sides. Dom Young, the great Dom Young, centre of the season last season, he's been shifted out to wing for this game. And Hone King, the former Cronulla Shark, he's been shifted from the centres to the wing, at least for this first half. And Rex Slattery off the run there, gets a big bump off another former Sharky. But yeah, Thailand, there's been a couple of changes to the team list, and it should make for an exciting game of footy.
Yes, it should, and I reckon it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And you never know, it might work, but it might be very difficult.
Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on Horne. I think he's going to have a great game at the wing spot. As Logan Strange through the right edge, shrugs one off, gets an offload away to Lachlan Lockyer. And Mr. SRL, with that run alone, gets him inside the red zone. 4th tackle now for the Wires. They shift their cutout port to Paddy Corcoran, driven back. Good tackle made on him. 5th and last now. Where will they go? The visitors slow play the ball here. They go in the pocket to John McCartney. He will just send it up high. Who's going to be there to take it? They go up for it. Joe Turner Jr. offload. Josh Settle-Cart. He's got the try. Oh, geez, I thought he nearly botched that one. But what a play there from Joe Turner Jr. Gets the offload away to his winger. And Tyrone, the Warriors, off to a flying start here at Brookvale.
Yeah, I don't think you could say it's the Warriors that are off to a flying start. I think Joe Turner Jr. is having probably the best first 6 minutes you've ever seen from him. He's just pulling everything he can, and obviously now with the try assist to go along with the try that he scored, man, what a game he's having.
Yeah, Josh Saddle-Cut, he hesitated at the line. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe my toaster is overheating here, but Kawhi will slot it from the sideline. A beautiful conversion there from the Warriors halfback. That'll take him out to 12-0. Just 6 minutes played here. And Manly Warringah off the back foot early on here. KCK in backfield. They're going to have to inject him into this game. He is their superstar. And he has been for quite some time now. One of the best, some even argue the best fullback in the SRL. As Carl Lewis sends it downfield to get us back on the way. And the Waz off to a hot start here as they give it to Slattery off the return. And unlike our real-life counterparts, we're not going to be banning the kickoff in the SRL. We love to see the contact and the collision there. And the Waz now, they shift it right to John McCartney. Draw pass inside to Joe Turner Jr. with another offload. Big bump off by Slattery. And the Waz are just bringing the smoke here to the Seagulls as they shift it left. Marcus Square playing at centre for today. We're so accustomed to seeing him play at the 2 spot. But him and Horne King will be swapping the roles there as they shift it midfield. Rex Slattery once again. He's doing a bit of hard yakka through the middle. 5th and last now. Just under 50 gain for the Warriors as they shift it in the right pocket to Gaval. Stabs it towards the corner of Dom Young. The big Dom Young hits a step on. Cuts in field, but he can't get past Bunce and Tyrone. The Warriors, they are just starting the way you want to start a game. A lot of momentum on their side early on.
Yeah, they're just playing with a lot of passion. Obviously, they would have been very disappointed with last week's result, but you'd also have to say Manly coming off the bye, I think they may be a little bit too soft, a bit too complacent, and that's what's helping this Warriors team just drive down the field every single time they get the ball.
Yeah, as they shifted out to Lightning McQueen. And Lightning McQueen, the former Rabbitoh, now starting in at the halfback spot for Manly Warringah. 5th and last. Beckman sends it down towards the corner. And, I think it was Rabbitohs. Maybe it was the Raiders. Josh Saddle-Cut cuts back in field. He just has to get past KCK. He's trying to cut him off. Someone's there in pursuit as well. He's got numbers on the left. He'll just take the contact. And with that run alone, first tackle inside the 10. The Aucklanders cut out ball to John McCartney. Gets a couple post-contact meters. Driven short of the line. Second tackle. He'll play the ball. They go short to Tower. And DTA driven back. Good defense there from the Seagulls. Third now. Where are they going to go? They go inside. Bunsey. He'll try and barge over. And he's turned on his back. Desperate stuff there from the goal line D. Riley Murray wants to send it up just to be sure. And a good wrap-up tackle there. KCK in and amongst Carl Lewis, I think it was. I've already forgotten. Maybe it was Lightning McQueen. But no try is the call. Red lights. 4th tackle now. The Wires looking dangerous as they shift it out to DTA. And DTA will get them 5 short of the line. 5th and last, the Warriors. What can they come up with? McCartney's there. Puts it on a platter. Chance Bunce scores the 3rd try for the Warriors. And there you go, Tyrone. It's just classy stuff from the Waz. We know what their attack is capable of. And they are just certainly turning up here in this first half, making a statement early on.
Now they're clicking, the Warriors. We saw it last season. They know how to play. They know how to play attacking football. Last week, a little bit of a blip for them, but this week they're on the money, and I think they're going to be a very hard team to stop if they get momentum just like this.
Yeah, Chance Bunce. We might have to check on him. He got a try, and he ended up sliding into the gas canister there. So we might have to move that out of the way. Shifted a couple meters back as Kawal will slot it to make it 18-0 to the visitors. And the Warriors, 12 minutes in, 3 unanswered tries. That is the way you want to start the game. And Tyrone, if you're Manly, what do you have to do to turn this thing around?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to try and put some pressure on, try and get back to playing smart football, because in these first 12 minutes, they've been letting the Warriors have everything, and that's that's been their issue. I think they need to try and take control of this game, get the ball to their star players like ACK, and with runs like that, it's going to be difficult.
Rex Slattery, he is an absolute machine. He is a wrecking ball with Joe Turner Jr. These two are just carving up through the middle. We could be looking at one of the most potent front row pairings with Slattery and Joe Turner Jr. And that's going to be key for the Warriors because they did lose David Barner and Daniel Engo in the off-season. And they need some new runners to step up, some big boppers, and they're just all over the ball at the moment. Already inside opposition 30, they shift it right. Aaron White gets it, driven back, good tackle made from the Seagulls defense. 5th and last now. What is going to be the go-to here? They drop it to Kawal, stabs it towards the corner, and Freeburn is there to take it. Freeburn's got space, just needs to get past Chance Bunce. Jai McCartney is in pursuit, but Shannon Freeburn is going to go coast to coast and score the first try for the Manly Warrior Seagulls. What a play there, what a try from the Seagulls winger.
Yeah, well, they sure definitely needed that, and it was individual brilliance, just being able to get past Barnes, absolute special, and Manly finally, they've got points, and finally they can try and hit at this big deficit.
Yeah, it's a high-scoring affair early on from Brookvale. Not even 15 minutes played. Kyle Lewis with the job right in front. 24 total points in this game, but it is the Warriors, the away side, with an 18-6 lead over the Seagulls. But that one was crucial for Manly. They needed someone to step up to help get them back in this game. It was looking a bit dire early on, but there you go. That one will spark a bit of confidence and momentum for this Manly side. Ruben Mobbs, what a character he is. He's one of the Blue Tongue alumni. I've had the pleasure of playing alongside him, and to see him now as a leader, as a captain in the SRL, it's great stuff. As Oli Pache takes the run now, and he's just come back from his holiday, Oli Pache, so it's great to see him back in time for the Seagulls. They need him out there. They give it to Mobbs, the big captain, straight through the middle, gets an offload away to Beckman. Beckman puts on a don't argue, gets him inside opposition 40. They'll play the ball now. Manly, they give it to McQueen, shifts it out to KCK, driven down by Rex Slattery. Good tackle made. 4 tackle now. The Seagulls making good ground off this set. They give it inside to Oli Pache. Pache just has to get past Bunce. It's an ankle tap. A try saver. 5th and last now. Manly Warringah. One more roll of the dice. They drop it. It's a grubber. Ruben Mobbs. He nearly got across, but he's driven back. Clutch tackle made there from the Wars goal line defense. And Tyrone, this Manly side, in these past 2 sets, they are just looking like a different team from the kickoff. That one just narrowly gets away from them.
Yeah, quite unfortunate there. They drove all the way down the field, but the only reason they didn't get in was because of a great goal line defense from the Warriors. But very positive signs after what was a very lackluster first 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, they've cleaned it up now. 40-20 attempt coming up from Jai McCartney, and he'll try and send it, but it's not got enough distance on it. Dom Young there to return it. Hits a step on. He's flirting with the sideline, but he stays in touch. Chance Bunce there to take make the tackle, but he's out of position now. If they get past the line, this could be dangerous. Alex Chapman offload inside to Lewis, and this Manly side, I don't know what's kicked them into gear, but now they are looking very dangerous as they give it out wide to Ruben Mobbs, their captain, driven back. But inside the opposition half now, held down in the tackle a bit. They go flat. Kyle Lewis out wide to Mark Iron. And Mark Iron gets him to the 20 inside the red zone. 4 tackle now, the home team. Trying to capitalise from this set. They're in good field position through Oli Pache to take up the 5th and last. Where will they go? They're scanning the field. They just go short to Lewis. And Lewis drops his lollies. Spills that one. And just off the hook for the Seagulls right at the end there, Tyrone.
Oh, sorry, a little bit disappointing end to the set, but still positive signs, you'd have to say. And Manly, they will be in amongst it. They won't go away here.
And David Tiawa, you know how dangerous he can be through the left edge. He gets a good line break there. third tackle inside opposition 40. McCartney out to Matthew Turner. And Matthew Turner, I'm not sure if he is making his debut. I think he might be one of the rookies for this Wire side. They had great retention in the offseason. I think they only lost 2 players. But they've gone ahead and picked up Honey King and Rex Slattery. So those are some good, formidable acquisitions from the Aucklanders as they kick it towards the corner. Freeburn, watch out, Freeburn trying to sneak past. Won't get through Marcus Square. He was the first try scorer for this Manly side. And if you are joining us, it is your first game of round 2 to kick it off from Brookvale. It is the Seagulls against the Warriors, where the Warriors hold an 18-6 lead. Tavita Palangi, he hits an inside step, gets an offload away to Jason Farrer. Another former Sharky in Jason Farrer. He's going to bring a lot of impact off the bench, but that was a great run from Palangi. As we see Alex Chapman now, the Seagulls just finding gaps through the middle of the Wires line. Bunsey out of position. They'll try the reverse inside out play. Casey K steps one. Oh, he nearly got past Bunsey, but Bunsey, clutch stuff as always. 3 men there to bring him down. 5th and last, the Seagulls drop it in the pocket. Lewis sends it. It's going to be very shallow. And Chance Bunce there to take it. Cool, calm, and collected. But Tyrone, the Seagulls side, they've really turned up in the past few sets. They just need to work on finishing it off to try and capitalise off the field position.
Yeah, very 100% there, Sonny. They've been able to make their way down the field easily, but it's just a matter of getting a result out of it. And currently, they're not doing that. And if you don't do that, well, you're not going to win this game.
As DTA now takes the contact, but the Warriors struggling to make meters off this set. 5th and last. They'll play it from their own 40 in the pocket to Jai McCartney. And the Warriors vice captain sending it towards Freeburn once again. Freeburn finds a bit of space, but the ETA there to wrap him up. Good tackle. And the Seagull side, they're in a new era now. ACK, he was the one that led them for a few seasons. And the Seagulls, they were prelim finalists last season. Could they take it one step further and go all the way to the big dance? We'll have to see, but the way that they've turned this game around early in this first half, they've got a lot of momentum as Mark Iron hits a step, but he's brought down by Logan Strange. 4 tackle now inside the red zone. It's a cutout ball to Lewis, out wide to McQueen. They give it to KCK. KCK read well there by Logan Strange, I think it was. 5th and last now. Where will they go? The Wires. No, sorry, it was Marcus Square that made the tackle, but it's a double pass out to McQueen. Oh, this is a great kick. What's going to be of it? Josh Saddlecart. Never mind the pressure. He was just there. Clutch as always. And once again, we spoke about the 5th tackle options, Tyrone. The Seagulls, they're creating chances, but they just can't finish them.
Yeah, but that one was quite unfortunate, though, you'd have to say. They did really well on that 5th tackle option. It was just a brilliant take from Josh Saddlecart. I thought it was going to hit the crossbar, but it didn't. So, Manly, they'll be kicking themselves about their 5th tackle options, but every other part of the game has been good.
Yeah, when the opposition kick is headed towards the goalpost, it's an anxiety-inducing moment, because once they bounce off the post, it's just every man for himself, and you never know where it's going to end up. But 4 tackle now, the Wires inside opposition half. Cut out ball to Ginger Pom. Ginger Pom, one of my favourites in the SRL off name value, as we see 5th and last now. They'll play the ball. McCartney's in the deep pocket, and he'll just send it towards Freeburn once again. They're targeting his wing. They need to watch out. He might make him pay, and he steps around 2 defenders, tries to split the last 2. Ginger Pom and Chance Bunce in pursuit. And Bunsey there with a clutch tackle there. Potential try savers. They give it back out wide to Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen will be interesting to see how he goes. He's got a lot of speed about him. He's a great ball runner. As the Seagulls now give it to Farah with the blue hair. Gets him inside opposition 30. Honourable mention to my old mate Jason Farrer. I hope to see him do great things here at Manly. As we see Aaron Beckman, he might get to the line. He gets a pass away. Beautiful offload to Dom Young. Go Dom. Try and puts it down, but he's turned over on his backside. What a play there from Manly Warringah. Their attack is certainly showing something different to what we saw in the opening 10 minutes. And they're just looking so expansive at the moment. Dom Young, oh, he had a perfect opportunity to get it down. But the goal line defense coming up clutch for the Warriors, 5th and last. Oh, and it's not going to be called offside. Bruce Bontoft was in the way. But it does fizzle out at the end once again, Tyrone. What a passage of play there from Manly.
Oh, they were very unlucky to not score a try there. I was cheering for them to score. That was absolutely brilliant play, and they didn't convert yet again on that 5th tackle option. So now the Warriors, they're going to try and make them pay.
Oh, beautiful ball from dummy half. David Tiawa finds the open space. Gets him to the halfway now. 30 minutes played in your game from Brookvale. It's round 2 as Horny King on the left wing. Won't be able to get past Freeburn, I think it was. They give it out back in the pocket to John McCartney, and he caught that one awkwardly. Just takes the contact. 5th and last now. The Warriors scrambling for formation. They're going to go in the pocket. It's going to be a big kick from Corcoran down cross field towards the wing of Dom Young. Let's see what you got, Dom. Steps one, won't get past Kowal. And Dom Young, I'll tell you what, he is a great bloke to have in the SRL. I'm a big fan of the content, Dom, so if you're listening, keep it up, mate. Love to see that sort of engagement from our community. Dom Young once again hits a lethal step. Gets past Saddle Cart. Buncey's been forced to come up and make those tackles as the last line of defense. He's out of position. Barra bumps one off, gets an offload to Beckman. And the Seagulls not afraid to play aggressive. It was Rex Slattery and Joe Turner Jr. that opened up the trench warfare in the opening stages. And now they are replying, getting their forwards out there to tussle with this Warriors pack. It's 5th and last. McQueen, great kick towards the corner. Saddle Card is there. He's got a bit of space. Hits a step. Can't get past KCK, but he'll get them to the 30 off the return. And Tyrone, the Warriors, they haven't looked as convincing as they have through the opening stages of the first half, but a run like that from Logan Strange does wonders and now gets him inside opposition half.
Yeah, that was sensational from Logan Strange there to ease the pressure off the Warriors. Seems like they were just letting Manly come towards them, and they did well to hold it off.
Big bump off from Matty Turner. Sorry to cut you off, Tyrone. Gets the offload away to Paddy Corcoran. At the 10, they play the ball. Bit of a mix-up. Turner ends up with it. Held up there, 5th and last. Warriors in great position. Where will they go? McCartney there. McCartney just takes the run up. Doesn't decide to go for the kick. Maybe a bit of PTSD from the earlier set where he built his lollies on 5th, but that one just gets away from the Warriors right at the end, Tyrone. There was a great opportunity to score points, and it just, nothing doing there.
Yeah, I think his controller disconnected. He forgot to put in the spare batteries, and maybe he might have to go find those batteries at half-time.
Oh, KCK splits the defense, and Chance Bunce forced to come up once again. You've got to wonder how much that's taken out of his tank. He's had to make a lot of clutch tackles, Chance Bunce. And if you're the Warriors, you're hoping he's still got a lot left in the tank for the attack. KCK just runs it straight at BTA. Won't get around him. 5th and last now. The Seagulls at the 30. They drop it right side to McQueen. They go towards Honey King. Honey King steps through. Tries to get through. He shrugs one off as well. Great run from Honey King. But he won't be able to get past the line. KCK just clutching up. Fullback out of position. Chance Bunce. This could be dangerous. Hits a filthy goosey on KCK. But enough momentum slowed down there for the tackle to be made. Second tackle. The Warriors shift it right. They go to Kowal. Kowal finds a bit of space, but he's driven back or driven down in the tackle. Third now for the Aucklanders as they shift it right. Out wide to Saddle Cart. Saddle Cart gets an offload away to Aaron White. And we are seeing some great footy from both of these sides. It is an attacking affair here from Brookvale. Chance Bunce. He just has to get past KCK. And Chance Bunce on the brink of half-time. He will get his Warriors up with another try, their 4th of the half. And KCK just couldn't get to him in time. Chance Bunce, when he finds that amount of space, Tyrone, he'll make you pay almost every time.
I don't think it's almost every time. I think it is every time. That was just sensational. I think the line defense of Rex Buckingham there just missed their assignment, just letting him go straight on through. And that's not a man you want to let straight on through because he'll pay you for a try like that.
Yeah, What a beauty of a play it was from the Waz, leading up to that try. An attacking set through saddle cut, finding a bit of space, but it is the Warriors with a 24-6 lead as we head into the halftime break. We'll have just over a minute of action before we head into the sheds. And the Seagulls creating a lot of opportunities. Some of the best attacking footy I think I've seen from the Seagulls, but they're just not able to finish off on those sets, so halftime adjustments to be made to try and get themselves back in this one as David Tiawa takes a run through the middle. And the Waz probably just looking to run out the clock here. Game management for the final stages of this first half. It is the Warriors with a 24-6 lead. One more play here, and that'll do us, you'd have to say, as they shift it towards Joe Turner Jr. What a stint with an offload, taken off the ball, and that one will close us off. We will see you in the second half here from Brookvale.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back for the second half of your round 2 clash, the one to open it up here on Monday night. It is the Manly Warringah Seagulls trailing the Auckland Warriors 24-6. But it was an entertaining first half. Manly not without their chances, just unable to finish them off the way they'd like to on the fit tackle options. But the Warriors, I mean Tyrone, you could argue they've done a lot of damage early in that first half, and conceding that bunts try right on the brink of half time, it would have took a bit of a sting out of the Manly Warringah side.
Yeah, what if they were sort of flipping the game back a little bit towards their side, obviously having the very disappointing start then. Sort of leveling it out, but that Bunce try really did hurt them. But Bunce, he's had a great game for the Warriors. So has Joe Turner Jr. I think Joe Turner Jr. has been one of the best players on the field, in my opinion.
Yeah, he had 97 run meters. He had a few line breaks as well with a try to his name in the 21 minutes.
And a try assist.
A try assist. He's doing it all tonight. You don't usually see that sort of a performance from big prop forwards, but good on him. He's really helped lead the way alongside Rex Slattery. Those two have been wrecking balls in this first half. But of course, both teams making substitutes. It's picked off from Lincoln Wriggle, and that one just a bit too much on it, and that puts the Seagulls on the back foot early with pressure on inside the red zone. Second tackle, the Aucklanders shift it left. They go cut out ball to Paddy Corcoran. What's he doing there? He gets an offload to Honey King. Honey King's going to try and barge over, turned on his back. That would have been his first try in Warriors colours, if I'm not mistaken, but the goal line defence of the Seagulls doing enough to hold him up there. They'll have to try and do it for another 2 more tackles as Paddy Corcoran takes it through the middle. About 4 metres shy of the try line. John McCartney swings it to DTA. Driven back, loses meters on that play. 5th and last now. The Warriors, they're in the flat pocket. They're going to go to John McCartney. He'll drop it on a platter. And there in waiting is Rohan Kaval. All he had to do was scoop it up and put it down. And Tyrone, the Warriors, they draw first blood in the second half. Beautiful stuff there from John McCartney. And Kaval getting one of the easiest tries you could ask for, untouched.
Yeah, and the Warriors starting this second half, how they started the first half. Brilliant play, and just for Manly, a little bit very disappointing actually to concede yet another soft try early on at the beginning of a half. And you could almost, I'm not going to write the Manly off now, but it's going to be a very, very difficult job for them to come back.
Yeah, they are down by 24 now as Kaval slots that conversion. Perfect off the boot so far for the goal kicks, 5 from 5, but it is the Wars with a 30-6 lead over the Seagulls, and the Warriors looking to try and spoil the party here tonight. They're doing a job of it so far. Plenty of Seagulls faithful still in attendance. It's packed out tonight. It's the first time they're watching their boys have a run here in Season 9 under the new era of Ruben Mobs, but it's not going the way that they would have liked to, obviously, as Aka Tank takes him. One of the rookies caught up late for this Warriors side, and what a game to be making your debut in. When you're up by this much, it really takes a lot of pressure off your shoulders. You just have to play your part, but he's getting active early on. Plenty of touches on the footy here in the second half as Makani cut out ball to DTA. Gets bear hugged and driven back there in a good tackle. Fourth now for the Warriors. They could try a 40-20, but they won't. They'll just give it to Makani. Draw pass to Aka Tank. What a play. And Aka Tank is having a good run here. A good stint in the second half as the Warriors now inside opposition half through that run. Fifth and last. Makani's there. He'll just send it cross field. No one in space. Who's going to be there to get it? Oh, they're going to let it bounce. Oh, John Makani. He nearly pulled off a miracle try. A miracle kick there. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Marcus Square on right wing. Tyrone, if that ball sat up for another half a second, that would have been one of the tries for the ages.
I don't think it'd be one of the try for the ages, be the try for the ages. Absolute. That was almost the most brilliant play you've nearly ever seen in the SRL, but very unfortunate for the Warriors, and now Manly, they have to do something here, you'd think.
Yeah, you cannot afford to concede any more points. I don't think there's ever been an SRL comeback further than the margin of 24. Jeez, I still can't get over that kick from Makani. I mean, the Seagulls defense, they let it bounce, and that one really nearly, that could have been ugly for them, but they hold on once again as, Mark Iron. He shifted out to the halves now, but he'll just take the run up on that play, and that one a bit disappointing there from Manly.
Yeah, it was, and coming back on your statement of the comebacks, you are right, the comeback is 24, and the only team to do that is Manly, so anything is possible, but going to be very difficult when the big boys are just running straight through the line for the Warriors.
And Aka Tank, man, he is having a game. What a great run there on Paddy Cochran through the right edge. Potential try saver from KCK. Gets the ankle tap from dummy half. Wriggle tries to scoot around with a Jameson shuffle, but he's just red there. At the 10, they play the ball for tackle. The Warriors looking to put up a 6th try here in this game. Fifth and last, 5 meters away from the line. Makani's in the deep pocket. That's where they'll go. He'll send it up high. KCK is going to have to try and contest this one. And that is class stuff from Kane Chapman Kenny. That one could have went either way, but he does enough to keep his side in the game and prevent points from being scored.
Yeah, brilliant play. Had to be made though, and the class and experience that he is and has, and just knew what to do. And now Manly, they've got to try and respond. You've got to try and score or put something up here in this set.
Cut out ball now, Lewis inside to Beckman. And Beckman just driven down in the tackle. Third now, Manly inside the Warriors half. They shift it out wide. Damien Lockie cuts through. Driven back by JTJ and Chance Barnes for tackle for the Seagulls. What can they do with it? Beckman inside to Pache. Pache just takes the run up. 15 away from the line, 5th and last. Manly looking to score their first points of the second half. What are they going to do? Kyle Lewis just spills his lollies. Drops it over for Logan Strange to pick it up. And Tyrone, it's been the theme for this Manly side. They're so devastating on attack, but when it comes to the fifth tackle options, they just haven't been able to click the way they want to.
Yeah, and I think that play just there basically summed up their night. I think they've tried to put up a fight. They've tried to move the ball, but it just hasn't been. And this Warriors team, David Tiawa's just running straight through them, and there's not much you can do when they're playing this well.
Yeah, they're certainly looking comfortable with the Warriors. They're up by 24. They don't want to do anything too risky. They just want to play it safe. They have to think out through Honey King they go. And he's driven down at the 10, fifth and last now. The Warriors, a big kick here could put the Seagulls under more pressure. It's a grubber. Oh, Buckingham. He shrugs one off and just runs straight into the brick wall, also known as Logan Strange. And oh, jeez. What a run there. What a save there, I should say, from Buckingham. That one needed to be made. But the Seagulls still with a lot of work to do. They've got about 25 minutes to try and chip away at this lead. They'll need to go point for point. They'll need to go point for point with the remaining time left in the game. 24 minutes, or just over, as we see. Alex Chapman, the Seagulls, not able to get out of their own half. About 36, 37 away from their own line. They'll drop it to Lewis, and Lewis will try and kick them out of danger. It's not a bad kick, but Bunce is there to take it on the full. Runs it straight at Jason Farah. And Tyrone, you'd have to think the Warriors just want to just play it safe, run out the clock, and come away with a good win here. But, oh, Hornet King nearly gets away.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. There's no need to take any risk. You're up by 24 points, but you also can't get complacent. So it's a bit of a 50-50 ball, but you'd have to think they try and run the clock out.
And through chance bunts they go. Shy of the red zone. They go to Logan Strange now. And Strange will take the contact. Fifth and last for the Warriors. They play the ball. John McCartney's there to take it. Sends it up high. Who's going to be there to contest it? It's KCK, but he's driven back. Great defense and kick chase pressure from the Waz. And they force the goal line dropout.
And that is just brilliant play from Aaron White. Knew that he probably couldn't catch that, so he just waited for KCK to hop on down, jump down, and hit the floor. Great work there.
And a wide out ball to Arkatank. He's had a lot of touches in the second half. Probably someone to keep an eye out for. He's had a great stint in the second half. And judging by his name on Discord, I think he might even be Park Cook Islander. So who knows? Maybe someone I can keep my eye on for the World Cup if we do have a Cook Island side. I would love to crack the Kangaroos though, wink wink, as we see Logan Strange now takes the contact. About 1 meter shy of the 10. Inside the red zone once again, the Waz. They are just bringing the hellfire and brimstone to this Manly side, up by 24, and they could be on the board once again. They give it to McCartney. McCartney puts in a grubber, and Arkatank gets across. The rookie. He was only called up on short notice, and he slotted into this Warriors side. What a way to make a debut. If it is his debut, he might have played last week, but there you go. The young blood gets across for the Waz. Perfectly placed from Jai McCartney. Gets past Parche. And Arkatank over Tyrone. What a game he's having.
Jai McCartney's just running rings around him, and Arkatank got first game. And what a way to score as well. Just enforcing how strong the Warriors pack can be. These bench forwards, they bring a lot of strike power, and man, do the Warriors look good.
Oh, they're looking like the Warriors side that we know. They were the preseason cup champions. And, you know, coming off the back of a great season last season where they were down by 4 competition points to start it off. And they went all the way to the prelims. Heartbreakingly shy of a grand final appearance. It was 1 point that separated them and the Storm. And geez, they're just looking like that well-oiled machine that we know that they are. And it's great to see from the Aucklanders. If you're Manly, it is a tough task. But, I mean, you know, we have this sort of unwritten rule about writing teams off early on. Logan Strange, how you doing? Runs it straight at Jason Farah and just gets put on his puku, as they would say in NZ, which is to L4 stomach. But yeah, there you go, a bit of culture lessons here for our viewers as we see Paddy Corcoran through the right edge and Tyrone, this Warriors side, just looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, they are, and now I think it's nearly safe to say that we can write off Manly. I think this is a bit too much of a task for them to challenge, and man, the Warriors just want to look to hopefully not pick up any injuries or any stupid things in this last 19 minutes.
Yeah, they want to finish off the game clean, and they don't want to concede any points. When you're up by this sort of margin, you just want to continue to impose your dominance, and they're certainly doing so as we see substitutes now back out for both teams. And Ben Punch gets him to the 40. The former Rooster, I think, and he's made his way to the northern beaches. So from the east to the north, he's gone. As McQueen gets him at the halfway line, but Ginger on to play the ball. Reverse inside outplay coming up. Straight through to KCK. KCK can't get past Bunce. And it's just been the story of the night. Hans Bunce, he's like a nightmare. You try and escape, and he's just everywhere you look. As we see Creed Alex Chapman, ankle tap from Buncey. Great stuff there from the Wilds fullback. 5th and last now, the Seagulls. Prime chance to get points on the board. They'll send it high through Lewis. It might be too much. And Hornet King, all he had to do was stick his arms out. And that one fell straight into his grips, Tyrone.
Yeah, that was a pretty poor kick. Just a bit too far. And now the Warriors...
Oh, look here!
Whoa!
What a run! He gets around KCK. He's back on through the middle. And you've got to watch out for his speed. He's the hooker for the Wires, but I'll tell you what, his versatility, he's a utility player. He can play anywhere on the pitch, you'd have to say, as we see them shifted out towards Rex Slattery. And Big Rex, few post-contact meters on the run there. Great stuff from him. Second now, the Wires. They just do not look like letting up on the gas whatsoever. As Paddy Corcoran now through the middle. Gets him about 15 away from the line. Third tackle. The Aucklanders trying to get one more. They're trying to hit the 40 mark. They're probably looking for more than one more. In fact, they might try and hit the half century. It's a cutout ball to DTA. DTA driven down in the tackle. 74 gained. 5th and last now. The Warriors, they'll drop it to McCartney on the flat. Puts in another grubber. He might have dropped it, but Creed Alex Chapman there to scoop it up. Referee will call advantage on the knock on. And Manly lucky to get away with that one, Tyrone. He's looking dangerous once again. And John McCartney, what a game he's been having.
Yeah, probably one of his first mistakes of the night. Just not getting that one right. But I don't think it's going to really matter when your team's up by 30. You can afford a couple mistakes. And don't think Bunce will be too disappointed with that.
Yeah, he's just in cruise control now with Chance Bunce. And on the Warriors side, they've just turned up here today. It's a contrasting look than it was against the Raiders last week. And it was only a close loss to the Raiders, but they were heavy underdogs and they pulled off a huge win against the Wires, and that's probably sparked this redemption arc that we're seeing from them in the second round. And Chance Bunce nearly gets through, but Dom Young there to wrap him up. They got, I didn't see who it was on the right, but they go left towards JTJ. He's playing his second half stint in the second row. And what a game he's had. He'll probably be up there when we look at the stats at full time. And if you're joining us just now, it is 36-6. The Warriors with the lead over the Seagulls as Rex Slattery. He's got another big bump off with an offload to Lincoln Wriggle. Lincoln Wriggle nearly takes it to the house, but it will get them inside the red zone. And the Warriors have not received the memo that they are up by this margin the way they're playing. It's like they're the ones trying to bring the comeback on. Very explosive stuff from their attack. John McCartney sends it. It's perfectly placed. Who's going to be there? Who else but Chance Bunce? But he's wrapped up. And that one would have been a double for the Wires captain. But the Seagulls goal line defense doing enough to stop any more pain from being inflicted.
Yeah, great play. And Bunce, unfortunate not to get his third or fourth, I believe. Has he scored a hat-trick yet? I don't think so. Probably his third. Probably would have been his third, but still, great play from Hanley, even though they're definitely going to lose.
Yeah, I've got the memory of a peanut sometimes, so I'm not sure how many he scored. We see KCK now. Rex Buckingham through dummy half. He'll try and poke his head through the line, but he's driven down 25 out from the line. The Seagulls, they're scoreless in the second half. And Kyle Lewis, it's not 6 again. Ruling that it was just not played at from the Wires. And the kicking game, it's been a bit of a letdown on the fit tackle options. Who am I to judge? But that one just getting away from the Seagulls. They opened it up nicely. Gonna try and look for something heading into their round 3 clash next week. Gonna try and see who can step up in this moment. Down on the scoreboard, but let's see who's got heart to go out right till the end. Don't give up. As we see DTA now. Drives a couple post-contact meters on the run. Back inside to Logan Strange. He'll take the hit up, Logan Strange. Poor tackle now for the Wires. Where do they go? They shift it to Caval. Out to Bunce. Out to Marcus Square. Steps Dom Young. Gets an offload away to JTJ. And Joe Turner Jr. just shy of the 10. Fifth and last now for the Wires as they drop it in the pocket to Caval. Caval will send it. It's a bit shallow. Who's going to be there? It's Damien Lockie. Nearly driven back into the in-goal. But Tyrone, this Warriors side, been so dominant. And for the Seagulls, what do you think they have to work on to try and bounce back next week?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to try and play 80 minutes of football, really. I think in this game they've played 40 minutes, if that, and they sort of haven't offered too much, so they're going to have to do two things. Obviously, play 80 minutes and then try and play with a little bit more flair, try and offer a little bit more, because currently they're looking very down.
Yeah, and in the first half, they had so many great chances to get back, but it was just the fit tackle options, and it's let them down here tonight. It's not going the way that they would have planned, but it's still early in the season. Plenty of time to adjust and figure out what you're going to do for the rest of it. As the saying goes, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and Marcus Square, oh, he nearly gets away, but a try-saving ankle tap there from the Seagulls. And the Warriors, another offload straight to Lincoln Wriggle, and he gets a beauty of a pass out to Joe Turner Jr. This is champagne footy at its finest from the Warriors. And the Seagulls on the ropes once again. They shift it towards Caval. Caval, can he be over for a second? And he'll barge straight through Dom Young. Referee Luke Short gonna send it up to the bunker, but Tyrone, I think that's all money, all grass on the try there from Caval.
Yes, it is. Gott gets his second. He's had a good game, and Dom Young a little bit unlucky there. Can't stop the little man one-on-one, and the Warriors, they're just reining in points now.
Yeah, and this is going to do a lot for their points differential. The Warriors, they're currently up by 34 points. And it'll be a tough conversion from the sideline for Ryan Caval. He's had a perfect night with the boot. Can he slot this one? He'll try and swing it from left to right. It's got enough. It is perfect. Clutch stuff from the Kiwis and Warriors halfback. It's now 42-6 with just over 5 minutes remaining from Brookvale, and the Seagulls fans have well and truly made their way through the gates. They've had enough. It is not the way you want to start your season. But you've got to say, Tyrone, this is the first real tough test for Ruben Mobbs. He's the new captain, and it's the first time he's taken on this role. So, I mean, if you're Ruben, don't keep your head too far down. It's only one game, but not the way he would have wanted to start his stint as a captain for the Seagulls.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, but it's a bit unfortunate as well. They're playing some really, really tough opposition. The Warriors, they're just having a field day. They don't care anymore, really. They're just, anything for now is just fun, and they're just having fun.
Oh, jeez, and I'll tell you what, the second phase play from the Wires, the offloads they're getting away, it's just really catching Manly on the back foot and forcing them to scramble, as we see Caval now driven back in a good two-man tackle. The Seagulls scoreless in the second half, and it has just been Warriors' dominance from them as Logan Strange now gets the boot downfield to Dom Young. Dom Young winds it up on the run, steps through, can't get past the defense of Joe Turner Jr. and Caval. And last week we saw John Boy Maiava, captain of the Panthers. They went down 48-18 against the Rabbitohs, and now Ruben Mobbs, another first-time captain, 42-6 loss in his opening game of the season for the man wearing the Seagulls. So maybe inexperience playing its part as Shannon Freeburn. Shannon Freeburn just has to get past Bunce, but Bunce once again with another ankle tap to stop that try from being scored. Mark Iron tries to barge his way over, turned on his back in the two-man. Fifth and last now, less than 2 minutes remaining. Can the Seagulls score their first points of the game? It's a grubber, but Logan Strange holds his position, and they cannot get through once again. And Tyrone, if you're the Warriors, you have got to love the goal line defense that they have put up tonight.
I think you ought to love everything that they've done tonight, and they've just been absolutely sensational. They're throwing the ball around like they don't care anymore.
Yeah, they're just playing a game of park footy at this point. They're just having fun out there, and that's particularly frustrating to watch when you're the opposition and you know that the team you're playing against is just seemingly having their way with you at ease. So the Seagulls, consolation points on the board here from this set. If they can get across, they've got 20 seconds. But the Warriors will come away with a dominating 42-6 win over the Seagulls. This could be the last play here. They'll get it off in time. They'll shift it to Alex Chapman, but that'll do. The siren goes, and what a win from the Auckland Warriors. Their first of the season, 42-6 against the Seagulls at Brookvale. And Tyrone, every adjective you can think of to describe this performance from the Wars, it's all applicable. It was just a dominant performance. They played some great footy, and you have to say they deserve the victory here tonight.
Yeah, they do. And the Manly didn't offer too much. And having a look at that, Warriors, dominated nearly every single stat.
Yeah, as we take a look at your TBC Live stats, Cannon Freeburn, the lone try scorer from the Seagulls. What a try it was, going nearly the length of the field. But we'll take a look at the Wise try scorers. A double to Caval, a double to Bunce, one to Aka Tank. I certainly got a lot of raps for him, so it's great to see him do some big things in his limited stint off the bench. But Saddle Cart, Joe Turner Jr. all across. JTJ, what a game he had. 63% possession for the Wise. That one always gets me. 15 from 20 completions for the Seagulls compared to 23 from 28. 5 errors apiece, no penalties conceded from either side. Over 200 tackles from the Seagulls, 164 for the Warriors. 17 missed tackles compared to the Wires, 25, but the line breaks, 45 compared to 31. It was that sort of a performance from the Wires. As we'll scroll over to the player stats.
Yeah, Manly. Bit of a dull night, but Shannon Freeburn, one of the lone stars. 222 run meters, 4 line breaks, and obviously that long range try. KCK had a good game as well. 22 tackles, 8 line breaks. Over 200 run meters. The forward pack. The bench, I think, is where it stood out. I think Manly's bench didn't step up like they would have expected. Carl Lewis, their halves, Lewis, 4 errors. McQueen, 2 errors. I think... Ooh. Yeah, their halves made their only errors for the game, so another talking point for Manly. And Sonny, do we have anyone else you want to point out?
Yeah, I just wanted to say commiserations to my fellow halves in McQueen and Lewis. That is a lot of errors, and unfortunately it can be... Well, that's what comes with the territory of playing in the halves. Trust me, no one knows that better than I do, but I thought the backline for the Seagulls really helped open up this game for them. Particularly the expansive plays we saw in the first half. Shannon Freeburn leading the way. KCK as always, over 200. No missed tackles from him. Dom Young, 117 there from his stint as well. So the wingers and the fullback for the Manly backline, they really stood up today, but just not much doing off the execution, particularly on 5th tackle. But we'll take a look at the Warriors stats now.
And up the top of the list, David Tiawa. 240 run meters, 13 tackles, 5 line breaks. Great performance. Corcoran, McCartney, Bunce hit to just 155 run meters, but yet was still explosive. Scored that double. McCartney with 3 try assists. Lockyer with 3 try assists as well. And Joe Turner Jr., what a game he had. 138 meters, 19 tackles, none missed, 3 line breaks, try assist, and a try. One of the standout performances. And Tank, Sonny, we expected what a game from him. He only played 20 minutes, but yet he's still 97 run meters, 3 line breaks, and the try. You can't ask for a better performance in your first game.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching him play tonight. Aka Tank, he definitely plays like a tank. 97 run meters in 21 minutes. That is what you want off your bench. You want that impact. And he certainly brought it for them. I thought the forward pack for the Warriors really stood out today. Rex Slattery, 136 run meters in 40 minutes. Oh, geez. He had so many big bump-off plays. It was almost breaking through tackles at ease. But you look at this Warriors side. I mean, how many of their players over 100? I think that's 11. And Akatank only 3
Oh,
shy. So
yeah, it is.
they nearly had 12 players over 100 run meters. And when we talk about the attack of the Wars, they're one of the most flamboyant, one of the most deadly attacks in the comp, in my opinion. And that is the way that you want to come off with a win here. 42-6 on the road against the Seagulls. So the Warriors will go to a 1-1 start. Manly will open their season with a loss. But any final words from yourself, Tyron?
Other than what a game from the Warriors, they're just probably one of the best performances of the season. And watch out, SRL.
Watch out indeed. The Warriors, they have imposed their dominance on the road here against the Seagulls. And thank you for tuning in and watching this one alongside myself, Sonny Tyre, here with my good mate Tyron Clay. Stay tuned, because after this, it'll be your second game kicking off. It's going to be the Rabbitohs and the Cowboys from McCaw Stadium, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, geez. But anyways, if not, we'll still see you for the next game. Stick around on SRL TV. We'll be back, and we hope to see you very soon.